we are here with Tony, and he's going to tell us all about his 1968 Chevelle Malibu in Matador Red. Okay, so he's already telling me that it wears its original paint. And tell me, what got you into the Chevelles?
Honestly, years ago I was riding with my mother through Napa Valley and saw a guy go by in a 1968 Chevelle Convertible. He had all the girls in the car with him, and I said, someday that'll be me. And so a few years ago I went out and found the vehicle that I've been looking for all these years and started putting money into it.
It always comes back to pussy, for lack of a better term. How long have you owned the car?
Going on 3 years.
3 years, okay. And what all have you had to do to it?
We've done a lot of adjustments to the engine, added a new carburetor to it. Originally had a Quadrajet, which they're not super reliable, always break down and very hard to calibrate. So put a new Harley metal rock carburetor on it, 4-barrel. It's got a 350 crate engine in it, 700 R4 transmission. And they really have done more to the interior just to start, so updated with digital Coda gauges, so keeping kind of the original look and function of the gauges, but it also has the ability to measure torque speed and things like that, as well as LED lighting. And then stereo system, and everything's controlled through an iPad console, holding the interior, but keeping with the original lines and feel of the traditional Chevelle interior, but with an ultra leather interior versus vinyl.
Right, and Tony's a man after my own heart because I love original paint. Things are only original once, and I love red cars, but when you start getting into the repaints and you know, paint tells a story, you know, and you know, you've got a little bit of wear on here, and I know you didn't wash it before the show, but the original paint is gorgeous. I really, really like it. I would not repaint it. I would leave it the way it is. Tell me about your chrome up here. Did you have to re-chrome this?
No, it's all original.
Wow.
Original Malibu grill here, which most people replace that or they paint it. To me, I love the classicness of it.
Right, and I love these faux, not faux, but what they call them, the 5 mile an hour bumpers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that's really going to do a lot.
Right. Well, it'll help me cut through any of today's modern cars if they get in my way.
Yeah. That's, man, gorgeous. And like we said, it's Matador Red. You want to pop that hood and we can see what's going on under there? No hood latch from the inside. Okay, so tell us about the motor.
So it's a 350. So originally this car came with a 327.
Right.
Has a 350 crate engine in it as we speak. I do say that you can see all the AC has been removed, and so it has the AC system's now inside behind the. It's a vintage air system.
Right.
So the AC system's actually now behind the glove compartment, so it frees up that space. So in the long term, I will have this replaced with probably a 383 or something like that. That's a little bit bigger once I get the suspension updated.
And a lot of people are going to the crate engines.
Yeah.
And what I like about what you've done here is it still looks stock.
Yep.
And you're a brave man still going with the carburetors.
Right.
Do you find trouble when it's hot or it's cold? Does she run rough? Does she run lean?
A little bit lean whenever, you know, when I haven't driven it for a while, so normally she sits in storage. But yeah, eventually I'm going to go with an EFI system.
Right.
Just because to me it makes it a smoother ride. You don't have the typical carburetor issue.
Right. Like I said, anybody who spends this kind of money on a car and sticks with the carburetor has huge cojones. But, you know, he bought this car because of pussy, so it kind of fits together. So tell me about, obviously with your crate motor, everything from here back is new, right?
For the most part, yes. with the crate in it. And I haven't done the EFI system because I'm waiting to see what I end up going with.
It came with the crate already in it. Oh, so somebody had done already done all the hard work. And you told me you bought it pre-pandemic.
Yes.
Good job.
Yep.
Because this car has almost doubled in value.
It definitely has.
Since you purchased it. And what I really like is, even with the crate motor, you've got these old school valve covers.
Yep.
And that is super cool because, to me, you know, resto mods have kind of gotten over the top. And you can over restore a car, which I don't think this one has. So, do you know how much horsepower you're making at the wheel or the crank?
Actually, Chris would know. Hey, Chris, what's my horsepower? Do you remember?
Oh, it's right at like 4 1/4. At the crank or the wheel? At the crank. So you're probably looking at like 4 at the wheels.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's got aluminum heads on it. I forget what the cam is. It's a kind of a mild cam. It's not a super hot cam.
Right.
So it's probably like 460 lift and 292 duration. So it's pretty mild. It's not super hot. But no, it's no, it'll get it.
Yeah.
It'll flat get it.
I was telling Tony I like how he didn't over restore it.
Yeah, which is a big problem with, in my opinion, with resto mods today. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So you can drop that hood. Now, Tony was showing me earlier this interior. Let's go check out this interior because this is awesome.
So as you can see, everything's been completely done. We did put seat extensions just to make it when the top's up, I can actually sit in it without rubbing my head. Right. But you can see this ultra leather. It's
you're a little bit bigger guy than like I am.
Yeah. So soft as butter. Updated gauges. You can see the vintage air system inside. And then the little center console holds iPad mini that controls all the sound system. It eventually will tie into different elements that I put into the engine.
Now, help me out. I noticed these seat belts. These are going to be from the mid 80s.
No, these are actually what came in.
Really, they're factory.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I really like it. And
so
go ahead.
Just so they've been dyed. So like you can see, they're originally red because it had a full red interior. So I didn't like the red on red.
Right.
So with the new top, which is the camel, as well as the interior, and it's got a Mercedes carpet on the inside, so it's the highest end carpet that you can get. New mats made, but all the original seating, but they've been reholstered for more comfort. So super comfortable to sit on. Great for cruising, great for taking off long trips.
Now, we all know about smell-o-vision, and hopefully it's coming soon, but I wish we had touch-o-vision, because when you rub your hand on these seats, these are some of the most supple leather seats that I've ever felt. And you said it was camel, and it's just amazing. I'm not even gonna sit in it, but they look comfortable as absolutely all get out.
Yeah.
And are you running a vintage air system in here?
So you see the vintage air system.
Right.
It's up behind the glove compartment down below.
Gorgeous
So
car.
it definitely, here in Texas, you got to have a good AC system. The original system pulled 10 horsepower anytime you turned it on. This one pulls just under 1.
Right.
So it allows you to have the AC on and still have to get up and go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here, we'll walk around to the boot. And again, Tony blew me away. This chrome is original. It's unbelievable. So obviously the previous owner loved this car, stored it inside, and for this chrome to be in this shape is just phenomenal. And I love how you left the original badges. I wouldn't take those off. And as I said early in the video, original chrome, original paint, it tells a story of the car, whether the car was well taken care of or just how it was treated throughout its life. And it's only original once, and Tony has done a great job of basically not over restoring this car, which I really, really appreciate.
Yeah, the idea was to keep it as close to the normal as possible, but give it more modern feel and comfort of today, so without taking away from its original luster.
So we've got Tony in his 68 Chevelle convertible with the crate motor, and great job on bringing it out today. Are you having fun at the festival so
Absolutely.
far?
Love this every year.
Is this your first time out?
It's first time bringing a vehicle in, but not my first time out.
Okay,
so, yeah.
okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate guys like Tony who keep their cars as original as possible without over restoring them. Great guy, and again, thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day out here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, bud.